Good day. Not the nicest weather outside, but we have a big trip ahead of us and enough diesel. Someone once told me something and it stuck with me. Life is not a rehearsal. When you put off things that make you feel alive, you just end up waiting forever.
No wind today, that's nice.
By the way, I'm Nico, and this is Stina. And this is our 18-year-old skipper Elvis, and we're on our biggest adventure yet, traveling from the Arctic to Africa on our 45-year-old sailboat Yuzu. I'll just remove this and then hold it tight like this until we're ready to go. I will remove this first because we want to push ourselves out from the front. But it's nice and wind still. So that gives us a very chill departure. After we ran out of gas and got stuck in the middle of nowhere in a place called Furthest, we started this day bright and early. I will just give us a good push from the land. 1, 2, and 3. And then you can turn it all the way to the right. Do you love the weather? Are you looking forward to 6-7 hours in this weather under motor?
No, it's going to rain the whole time.
No wind though.
No one told me that it was going to rain the whole time.
It's not going to rain all the time. It's actually not supposed to rain. And over there I see a glimpse of the morning sun. There. Oh, wow, it's a heron. Look at the heron. Yeah, we once saw a seal, but there's not many exciting animals here yet, so birds is what we have to do with. I went downstairs to make some chai with stevia and almond milk. A nice cup of tea. Hey, your whistling is so nice. Have a tea. Our spirits were high despite the weather.
Wow, great tea.
Is it good? Yeah. I put a ton of stevia in there.
Oh, do you want to put the cap?
Yeah. You have a very safe stance there. And that's when we saw it. Is it gone? Oh, there was a seal! Yep, that's it. Oh, there it is! It was in the middle of our, waters there. Oh my god, that was so cool. It's impossible to catch that though, because they pop up and then they disappear. The third seal.
Well, the first one we saw last year.
Yeah, no way. That's so cool. It was real scary though. I just saw this big bald head pop up in front of the boat and I was like, turn right. I thought it was a diver. A big bald diver. But it was actually a seal. It seems like they're real curious little fellows. If you lived there, what game would you play? Why Uno?
I would play Uno because I would be Uno.
What do you reckon they're transporting? That looks like some kind of gas or something like that. Or oil, what is that? Could be anything. Heading to this pump out station first because we need to pump out our septic. Otherwise no toilet. And this is a guest harbor. Then we saw over there you can actually stay for free. Hey, you did it!
Can I turn it off?
Yeah. You did it. I will check if the hose is long enough. And after a long day at sea, we had made it to our marina.
Is that Venus?
Wow.
the sky? Or you can't see it probably.
I don't have my lentils in.
The next day we went on a walk to explore Västervik. We found some wooden animals and tried to make Elvis believe they were real. It worked! Okay, back to the marina, because here's a new recurring segment. Marina Review!
Here's what 255 Swedish kroners or 22 euros gets you in Slotsholm Marina in Västervik. You get access to the service house.
Don't mind if I do. You get 6 lockers. You get an ironing board. You get a community room, but unfortunately you can't access it. You got 3 laundry machines and 3 tumblers. Not included in the price. You get a golden throne to sit on. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more thrones to do the business. And you got these luxurious shower cabins that are actually among the nicest showers that we've been to, with great water pressure, really warm water, and a little bit of extra of other people's hairs and other grime, but yeah, that's the usual, I guess. And you even get some decorative plants that are not dead and have some flowers, so that's pretty impressive. I would say this marina gets a 5 out of 5, I would say this marina gets a 5 out of 10 in terms of value for the money. Okay, future Nico here. Let's just say we didn't know how good we had it in the Nordics. Yes, it's a very pricey marina for Sweden. But after having been to Germany, Netherlands and especially France, I have to change that rating to a 7.5. And you will see in future episodes why. You tired?
My lips weren't wet enough, but then when I smile, it turns into a big gummy smile with my tongue.
Yesterday night we had pasta and beans for dinner, which means shopping.
So what do we need? We need the galley pump.
First, we went to the world's best DIY, Biltema.
Oh, lighter liquid. What's this called again?
Dehumidifier.
Yeah, here we go. Great stuff. I found the galley pump. It's jackpot. Oh, what's that? Batteries. Might as well take them. This thing you wanted for the electronics, make it safe or something? Whoa, you know what this is? This will suck up all the dirty oil from our bilge. Another lighter? I honestly have no idea what this is, but let's just take it. And a floating keychain. Biltema mission is complete. Hot dog stickers. No, hot dog stickers.
Time for groceries.
Did you see them sandwiches? Like, have you ever seen a sandwich like that? It's like, how much would you like to have in it? All of it, thank you. Yes, put everything in there.
This is what you have in Swedish Sailboat.
It's pretty wild. How do you even eat that? Now we got all of the food. So cool.
It's like some Hogwarts.
Yeah, it's really like some Hogwarts. They got a lot of that in Sweden. Wow. Okay, I'll hand you the stuff.
Thanks.
The next day we were off again. Time for our first crossing. From mainland Sweden to an island called Oeland. Öl means beer in Swedish, I think. We didn't have great weather. And we were a bit tense because it was the furthest we'd ever been from the coast. But 2 hours into the journey, we finally got to put our sails up.
Okay. Hey Grant, we're not the fastest we've ever been. But it's still nice. We don't break any records. I guess, what was the fastest we actually did go with sail? Was it 4?
Just sail.
Yeah, just sail.
Like, same fish.
silence is a bliss though. What do you reckon these other people are doing? Are they just trawling and catching some fish?
The joy of sailing was short-lived.
Okay, I guess it's time to roll the sails back in.
Yeah.
We basically lost all speed. And this would mean we would arrive at 21:14, and that's a bit too late for us. First time we didn't have to wrestle with sails. Thank you so much. Are you ready for the island?
Not sure, it looks a bit grey.
It's quite grey.
Oh, but there's a digger! Oh, it's going so fast!
Woo! Digger racing!
Look how fast it's going!
Nice and protected. Hey, that was the best mooring we've done.
And only a couple of minutes after arriving, 2 locals came to welcome us. Ilona and Muse are sailors too, and they invited us back to the cabin for some mulled wine and conversation. I didn't film because I was still a bit shy about it, but if you want to get to know them, check out Muse's channel on YouTube. I will link it in the description. The next day it was time to head back to the mainland. We were heading for a city called Kalmar. To be honest, Oeland isn't the most exciting place in winter. This was also the time we noticed that our bilge pump kept kicking in. It's supposed to keep the very bottom part of the boat dry. I spent half the journey looking at the engine because I noticed it was dripping water, but I couldn't figure out why or where it came from. We didn't know it at the time, but this issue would become a recurring nightmare haunting us for weeks. And it turned out way worse than we imagined.
How are you feeling? Do you want to do the mooring or shall I do it?
Like after my failed attempt yesterday.
You want to redeem yourself? Let's go. I think that's great.
And once again we got all excited about going under a bridge.
This is the first bridge where I feel like for sure it's tall enough. 24 should be enough. 34! It's so crazy, it just always looks tight.
As we got closer, I prepped all the lines and fenders for a stress-free arrival. We had learned our lesson, and it was still early, so we went to the petrol station. And after that, it was time to explore Kalmar. Okay, here's a little history lesson.
So this is the Kalmar castle, and it was built in the 12th century. And it's historically significant because in the 14th century it hosted the Kalmar Union, which unified Denmark, Norway and Sweden under one monarch for the next 200 years.
Wow, have you ever seen a castle with a proper moat?
Never. Look at that. Have you ever seen a castle with a rescue ring? No one's drowning here. No, sir. Wow, there's black bear and the polar bear over there.
You wanna go into the mushroom?
Oh yeah, let's go into the mushroom.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Let's go into the mushroom. Can you stick your head out? Oh.
Wow. you disappear into the mushroom.
What's happening there?
A bunny rabbit.
Where's the bunny rabbit?
It's there underneath the tree, look.
There it is. Oh my god, it's a bunny rabbit! Wow, and apparently at some point the Lannisters were ruling over this castle. That's crazy, look at them lions. Oh, but this looks more like the dungeon where Arya was like becoming a faceless person. Yeah, that's probably what happened here back in them days. Wow, see, that's why Sweden is so forward thinking. They even had recycling back in them olden days. That's mad. And there's some ancient graffiti on the walls. Wow, look at that. They built the castle so that they would have a great view over the industrial side. Back in them days, they built this prison because they were planning to keep Voldemort there until the trial. But then, I guess, Harry finished him, so that never happened. Okay, we're now going to Systembolaget, which is where they sell alcohol in Sweden, because they don't want people to just buy alcohol everywhere. They want to control it, which is great because it's like real dangerous stuff and we want all of it. Stina, I heard you need to go to the loo. So, no, what are you saying? No. Stina, here, I've got 10 euros in the boat in cash. And I will give you 10 euros if you go into Systembolaget and you ask them where the toilet is. And when they tell you that there is no customer bathroom, you have to ask them, in that case, and I want you to use these words, in that case, could you give me a bag?
Yeah.
Will you do it? 10 euros.
No.
No. Stina, what are we doing here?
I'm just stocking up our little...
And by what logic are we selecting drinks?
The looks.
The looks. Okay.
The graphics, the fonts.
Maybe we're going to show what we got later.
Let's do a Systembolaget haul.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, but I'm afraid we never recorded one. But we did record our big DIY session to improve our bed, adventures in the local library, how to find a shower in a foreign place, and our craziest journey yet that would almost lead to us losing our boat during a winter storm. But that is for next time. Tune in next week and remember, you only get 2 lives. One before and one after you realize you only ever had one.